This video presents my research findings on the true location of Mount Ararat, offering a fresh perspective on this historical topic. Viewer discretion is advised, as the findings may challenge conventional beliefs. Mount Ararat is mentioned in the Bible in Genesis 8 verse 4, which describes the resting place of Noah's Ark after the Great Flood. Genesis 8 verse 4. And the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. This verse marks a pivotal moment in the biblical narrative, describing the aftermath of the Great Flood. The ark, carrying Noah, his family, and 2 of every kind of animal, comes to rest on the mountains of Ararat after 150 days of floating on the flood waters. This event symbolizes new beginnings and God's covenant with humanity. 2 Kings 19 verse 37. And it came to pass, as he was worshipping in the house of Nisroch his god, that Adramelech and Sharezer his sons smote him with the sword, and they escaped into the land of Armenia. Isaiah 37 verse 38. And it came to pass, as he was worshipping in the house of Nisroch his god, that Adramelech and Sharezer his sons smote him with the sword, and they escaped into the land of Armenia, and Esarhaddon his son reigned in his stead. These parallel verses describe the assassination of Sennacherib, the king of Assyria. While worshipping in the temple of his god Nisroch, Sennacherib is killed by his sons Adramelech and Sharezer. The sons then escape to the land of Armenia, or Urartu, which is associated with the region of Mount Ararat. This event highlights the turmoil and power struggles within ancient Assyrian royalty. Jeremiah 51 verse 27. Set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against her the kingdoms of Ararat, Minni and Ashenaz, appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars. This verse is part of a prophecy against Babylon, where God commands the preparation for war against the city. The Mount Ararat Auas Mountains cover-up name is located in central Namibia, near the capital city of Syria with the cover-up name Windhoek. Mount Ararat is situated in the Khomas region, which is one of the 14 regions of Namibia. The nearest town is Windhoek, Syria, which lies just north of the Fish River cover-up name for Jordan River.
Mount Ararat. Its location, Namibia, Southwest Africa, in the Khomas Highland Plateau region. And we have to give thanks to Saint Jerome for letting us know, for giving us information on the location of Mount Ararat. You see, Saint Jerome, he made a statement in some of his writings giving us the location of this famous historical mountain, the same mountain that many scholars have claimed to be a myth. But it's not a myth. This is real. This is historical. This is the biblical and scriptural, ancient and authentic Mount Ararat. In the book titled In the Land of 1,000 Gods, A History of Asia Minor in the Ancient World by the author Christian Moret. In this book, the author mentions Saint Jerome, and he goes on saying that Saint Jerome, he calls Mount Ararat Super Montes Armeniae. Super Montes Armeniae. Mount Ararat is covered up with the place name House Mountain. House Mountain. This is the highest mountain in Windhoek. When you do a search on the highest mountain in Windhoek, this is the mountain that will come up, House Mountain. And that lets us know that this is a place name used to cover up Mount Ararat, non-human, but they have stolen church fathers. They whitewashed them and they claim them as their own people, their own history. But none of that is true. That is stolen history, stolen black history. Saint Jerome, who has given us this piece of information, Super Montes Armeniae, he was a black man.
Thank you to Jerusalem Script Channel for providing well-researched insights. For more in-depth explorations of the Holy Land's true location, check out Jerusalem Script YouTube channel.
Thanks for watching. May the truth set you free and bring you closer to God, Elohim. Until next time, stay enlightened.